Well, good morning, everybody. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes today to talk to you about my thoughts on diet soda, decaffeinated coffee, and light beer. And for the longest time in my life, I really didn't understand the appeal of any of these things. I was like, diet soda just tastes disgusting. It has that weird aftertaste, that sugar substitute. Most diet sodas are awful. And I still kind of believe that today, but I have a change of view on that, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Diet decaffeinated coffee. I never really understood that. Like, what's the point, Why would you drink decaffeinated coffee? Another one I want to add to the light beer and non-alcoholic beer. That's one I still don't get. I still don't get light beer, and I don't get non-alcoholic beer. I really don't. I think that if you're in like an alcohol recovery program and you're not supposed to drink anything, I don't think that you can have non-alcoholic beer either, because I think it has some alcohol in it. Like if you drank a suitcase full of non-alcoholic beer, you could probably get a decent buzz. I don't know. I don't drink non-alcoholic beer, never will. I don't drink light beer, and I never will. But let's go back to beer in a minute. I want to tell you why I changed my mind on diet soda and decaffeinated coffee, because I never thought I would. It just didn't make sense to me. But about 9 years ago, I was diagnosed as a type 1. Well, first I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic, but now I'm type 1. So I really can't drink regular soda unless I'm having some sort of low blood sugar crisis and my blood sugar's super low and I need to get it up really quick. Then I can take, a small cup of regular soda, which is fine. I'm okay with it. But, I, for like the first 3 years, I never drank. After I realized I had diabetes, I was like, well, I'm never going to drink soda again. I'm certainly not going to switch to diet, because diet is disgusting. It has that awful aftertaste, and it just doesn't taste like the real thing. Well, after about 3 years, I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. And so I did. I really love Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is probably like one of my all-time favorite sodas. And so I started with that one because that seemed to be the easiest for me. And it didn't taste real good. I could definitely taste the difference between diet Mountain Dew and regular Mountain Dew. But that's all I allowed myself to drink. And, it's either that or no soda. And soda is fun. I love the flavor. I love the bubbles. So I eventually weaned myself onto diet soda. So now I drink diet Mountain Dew all the time. Probably a little bit more than I should. I should probably cut down to like 1 can a day or something. But I actually like diet soda. Now there's a couple of kinds of diet soda that I still don't like. I just can't get past it. I can't adapt to it. I still find them to be disgusting. And that's pretty much just any regular diet cola, diet Coke, diet Pepsi. And then they have like vanilla Coke, vanilla Pepsi diet, and I can't do it. I can do diet orange soda, diet root beer, diet Mountain Dew, diet Dr. Pepper, root beer. I've adapted to all those. So I completely understand. And even if you don't have diabetes, if you're just trying to cut out sodas or cut out sugar and lose some weight, man, jumping to diet soda is a huge step. So many problems could be solved if we just switched everyone over to diet soda. But, that's just my opinion, I guess. Okay, moving on to decaffeinated coffee. Never really understood the point of that. But I actually didn't start drinking coffee until I was in my mid-30s. My wife sort of got me on it. I've always loved the smell of coffee ever since I was a little kid. I loved, just open a can of coffee beans. Especially a bag of coffee beans that's been vacuum sealed and you just open it. Oh, I've loved that ever since I was a little kid, but I never really enjoyed the taste of coffee. But then about, how many years ago? 15 years ago or whatever, I started drinking it, and, I put lots of sugar and cream in it, and eventually I started to like it. Then, you know, when the diabetes thing came along, I just decided to eliminate. I'm just going to adapt and learn to enjoy coffee with no sugar, which I have done to this day. Whenever I drink coffee, no sweetener of any kind. I find it to taste very odd, very off, and it repulses me. I'd rather not have coffee than have sweetened coffee. So there's that. But now, as far as decaf, although I have learned to enjoy and appreciate the flavor of coffee, I have discovered that the caffeine really doesn't have much of an effect on me, not anything really noticeable. So I said, you know, if I'm just drinking coffee for the sheer joy and flavor of it, why not drink decaffeinated? I don't need it to wake up in the morning. It's not something I have to have, or I can't start my day. I'm not one of those. I just enjoy the flavor of it. And I know that all that additional caffeine doesn't really have any health benefits, you know, if I eliminated it. So I just switched over to decaffeinated. I don't need it to get my day started. I just genuinely enjoy the flavor of coffee. So there you go. That's how I feel about decaffeinated. I don't need the caffeine, therefore I drink decaffeinated. And I have forced myself to adapt to diet soda. Now, light beer, let's tackle non-alcoholic beer first, okay? Most beers I don't really enjoy. I'm a beer snob. I'm very picky about my beer, which is probably a good thing, because if I just drink any old kind of beer, I could see somebody, not me, but I could see somebody turning into an alcoholic over that. They just want to catch a buzz or want to get drunk for the night or whatever. And fortunately, I have not gone down that road. I do not consider myself an alcoholic. Matter of fact, I consider myself a very lightweight. Usually, I will drink 1 to 2 drinks, whether it's beer, liquor, wine, whatever, 2 glasses of whatever I'm drinking. But I don't understand light beer. To me, first of all, I've never tasted a light beer that I like. I think they're all just horrible, disgusting, watered down versions. And it's like these young college kids. Like, first of all, Bud Light is nasty, but it's one of the #1 selling beers in the country, and that's what all the college kids are drinking. Now, do young, fit college kids really need to be drinking light beer? Are they drinking it so they can drink more? I'm just a little confused, and I've never understood the appeal of light beer. It's like, why don't you save money, drink regular beer? I mean, I think it has less alcohol in it. I think light beer has less alcohol in it. If you get a regular Budweiser and a Bud Light, put them side by side, it's not just the calories, right? I don't understand it. Like I said, I'm very picky. I drink like Dogfish Head, IPAs. Guinness is my all-time favorite beer. I like any of those dark amber kind of beers. What's another beer I really like? The Modelo Dark. That's one of my top beers of all time. That and Guinness and Killian's Irish Red and Smithwick's is another one. It's another good beer. Oh, Sweet Baby Jesus. Man, that's a good beer. That's a good flavored beer. If you notice, none of these beers I've listed are light. I don't even think they sell Modelo Light. I don't even think they sell Guinness Light. I guess they have Guinness Blonde, but I just don't understand to me, it's not manly to drink light beer. Maybe I just have these preconceived notions in my head, and I just don't understand it. You know, people always, you know, the college crowd is always like, hey, you know, I'm a man, look at this, chug, 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 and they'll shotgun a beer, and it's like, dude, you're shotgunning a light beer, a nasty, disgusting Bud Light that has less alcohol in it than a real beer. So grow a pair and drink some real beer. That's my thought on that. Non-alcoholic beer, I just don't get, because it's not like they have non-alcoholic Guinness. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Beer's not the best tasting thing in the world. You have to develop a taste for that, and that takes years to do. And I have my few favorites. But for the most part, there's not very many companies that make non-alcoholic beer. And the ones that do, like crap. You know, O'Doul, was it O'Doul's or something? And then there's like a St. Pauli girl, I think, has that one. Just don't get it. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Tell me if you drink diet soda. Tell me if you drink light beer. Tell me if you drink decaffeinated coffee. And do you understand the point of it all? These are just my unadulterated opinions on the matter. I'd just like to share those with you and see what you think about it. So there you go. I appreciate you joining me this morning. And I'm getting ready to enjoy a cup of decaffeinated coffee and a nice big bowl of oatmeal. Have a good day.